At Arby's, we sat down with real customers to see what they think about our new pizza sliders. Okay, ma'am, how's that new pizza slider treating you?
Oh, it's amazing! It's everything I love about pizza on a sandwich. Thank you, Arby's.
You're welcome, beautiful lady. The new pizza slider with pepperoni, marinara, and melty provolone. Available now for just $1. Arby's, we have the pizza.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Hi, you guys. This is Good Deeds, and I'm Dr. Renee Sunday. I know you're having an awesome, a fabulous, a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Yes, you are, because you know what? You are in your purpose. Now, it may not look like you're in your purpose, but you can't go by what it looks like. We have to go by that burning inside, you just have a joy inside, that bubbling, you know that things going to work out, even though we have to go through ups and downs, even though somebody may say no, but let's get the no's out the way so we can get to the yes, okay? Because everybody have a particular person that you actually speak to. Yes, we said we can actually speak to the masses. Yes, we couldn't do that because let me tell you, I just have on my heart, let me give you a business tip and things that I have noticed actually in ministry as well. Especially when you writing a book, you got to think about the people that's going to read the book. But when you find out who your avatar is, who your niche is, who you actually are speaking to, you see what I'm saying? It's different exercises you go through that. But you know what I realized, oh, Lord, it's just so funny. I fought my first coach, a long time because, yes, I wanted to speak to everybody. That's what I thought. But let me tell you, the person that you speak mostly to, they have a lot of characteristics of what? Guess what? Of yourself. Yes. They have some of the characteristics. Now, not all of them. I'm not going to say 100%, but some of the things that you like to do, your interests, some of the things that where, your target market, meaning where, let's say, for example, if you want to actually be a financial planner, so who you want to work with? You want to work with people that works a 9 to 5. You want to work with business owners that's all they do is a business owner, or people that serial business owner, or people that make over 6 figures. See, all of that you need to hash out. So this is the key that I want to make sure I let you know. A lot of times that will be perfected. And what I mean is that clarity on who your niche and who you speak to, that comes as you go. Yes, it is. As you go throughout your business, as you go past that 1 year, as you get into writing that book, as you in school to get your hair done, hair care professional, as you write that first poem, that actually will all come together. Because guess what? All things work together. So the thing is, you have to continue in the process. You can't stop because I don't know my niche. I don't know. No. You can't stop. As you go through, you actually will discover who that is and what they do on a daily basis. I just wanted to say that was just on my heart. I know somebody probably wondering, they keep talking about this Avatar, Les Brown talk about it, Lisa Savage, all these people talk about it. But what is it? The YouTube video is not helping. But you know what? I just told you what it's all about. And then you perfect it. That's the key. As you go through the things that you have in your heart, your desire. And that's what we do here at Good Deeds. We actually help you shine your light to the world. And your light is your dreams, goals, your passion, your destiny, the reason that you were born. That's what we do. We help you get that message out. And I have the awesome opportunity of being your host. I am Dr. Renee Sunday, and I am known as the platform builder. So this is what I do on a daily basis, help people build a platform, and that's across the board, from publishing, authoring, from radio, TV, from ministry, just the things that actually makes us smile inside. But the key is for influence and impact, that you can help someone else actually, guess what, walk out their destiny. We have an awesome, a fabulous young lady with us today. And I'm just so excited to actually listen. The thing is, when the guests come on, I'm learning so much, and I know you are as well, because we've heard so many feedback from the things that you have sent us and said on Facebook. But the thing is that they are sharing their heart. They are sharing the things that actually that we can glean from, that we can get information. So have your pen and paper ready at all times. But we actually have none other than this awesome young lady with us. I mean, she's an author. I mean, she's a, I'm telling you, when you read some of her poetry and the things that she actually do, you're going to say, wait a minute. She just was talking about me, right? You know the things inside. But we want to not delay it. We want to welcome none other than author. She's an author. Amazing. Ooh, I'm just so excited about authors. Makala Taylor, welcome to Good Deeds.
Good evening.
Well, welcome. How you doing today?
I am blessed and I'm feeling great today. To everybody out there, happy Memorial Day. Be safe. And, yes, I'm excited to be here. Thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, we got to dive on in this. While we in between, we got to say, hey, let's find out more. So tell us more about yourself, because I know I only tipped the iceberg, but I like to hear, and the audience always like to hear you actually tell us more about yourself and the amazing things that's going on in your life.
Well, I am Makala Taylor, which I have been writing poetry since I've been 13. I ventured off into making a habit of writing my poetry when I self-published my first book in 2013 after my mom passed. It was something that she always wanted from me, but I never really knew how to go about doing it. So the first 4 books that I put out in 2013 was pretty much a compilation of everything that I've experienced throughout my teenage years up until that point. And I guess you could say it's more autobiographical than anything else, because it's full of raw emotions, from relationships to friendships to burnt bridges from family members and things like that. I also do Blog Talk Radio with Fast Life on the Move. And, of course, I'm on the ENP label. I will be venturing out sometime this year, dealing with this shirt line that I'm trying to start. So definitely look out for that as well. But I'm very creative, very outspoken, very opinionated. Most people that read my poetry definitely get a feel for that, because you can find yourself in each and every poem. It's not one poem in my book that you can't really read and be like, you can't relate to it. Every poem you could definitely relate to at some point in time.
That's so amazing. But let's go back and unpack a little bit and peel back the layers, as they say. And I know this may be somewhat of a tough question, and this happened in my life when a difficult situation, it seems like it ignites, if you will, for you to actually walk in your purpose. Did you recognize that when you went through that? And tell us a little bit about that, because a lot of people think, I'm going to open my eyes and I'm going to be in my purpose. They're not going to go through trials and they're not going to go through tribulations.
Well, I can honestly say when I even discovered a love for poetry, I was in, I want to say, the 9th grade, and I had to do a essay on Edgar Allan Poe. I really wasn't into poems like that because, if it wasn't something that really didn't come from my heart, I really didn't feel like writing about it. And the fact that I had to do homework about it, I really wasn't feeling that. So basically I did I think it was the passage of his Nevermore. And the moment that I read that, I kind of could relate to it. It was, even though people were like, well, he was dark and morbid, I think he was very misunderstood. He went through a lot of stuff, and he had a lot of metaphorical poetry in his book that a lot of people, if they take the time and read and understand the metaphors in between the lines of what he was writing, they would get it. But, yeah, during that time, it was definitely that, and very therapeutic combined with a lot of issues that I was going through during that time. So I really didn't start walking in my purpose until, just like I said, after my mom passed, and I had to write a poem for her funeral. And it wasn't until after the funeral and people was coming up to me and was like, your words are powerful. What do you plan on doing with them? And so I was like, you know what? It's time. It's time. And I took it upon myself between, I think the first step was putting it out, like typing because I had them in composition books. The first step was me putting it out on Microsoft Word, just putting it on there, making sure that I spell checked it, and I just went from there. And then I had the help of my bestie. She basically was like, okay, well, this needs to be longer, or you need to take this out. That sounds kind of repetitive. So it's like, she helped me with a lot of my poems, making sure that, the first 4 books came out the way that they were supposed to be.
Well, that's so powerful. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, she said some powerful stuff there, because it is very hard to put your baby, if you will, which is the things that you're working on, out in the public. And then it's always good to have someone close to you. I advise my authors when I'm publishing, make sure you have someone close to you, critique it, and then you really got to have a peace about it, because I'll be honest, people will say what they want to say. I'm gonna just say it like that. You know how people can be, but the thing about it is, that you're putting it out there to help other people, and so that's the reason I wanted to kind of dive into that, because a lot of people, they have all these bright ideas, not even just a book or business, and stepping out in ministry or whatever, and they're concerned about what people say, but you cannot be concerned about what people say, because that's just a form of distraction. So we commend you that you continue to move forward in the things that you were doing with that. And you said you have your first 4 books, so she has more and more inside of you,
yes.
More and more.
Indeed, I do.
That's so powerful. Now, the next thing that you told us, ladies and gentlemen, I love it when we have other talk show hosts on the air and other media personalities. Tell us a little bit more about the awesome platform you have as well with your talk show and radio show.
Well, I do Fast Life on the Move. Tune in throughout the 7 days. You would probably find me most of the time on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and sometimes on Fridays and Saturdays. But my personality on there is, my name on there is Luscious Lips, and I am the petty one of the bunch. I'm very opinionated on the show. Normally when we do Wild Out Wednesdays, anybody that is on Facebook and friends with me, they would know any post that is posted on my page on Wednesdays that sound kind of ridiculous or off script is because, we playing a game, somebody lost, and they had to post whatever, status that I set for them to post that particular day. But it's a load of fun. I do the show with 3 other powerful queens that are very opinionated, just like myself. And I definitely say that we, have shows for everybody, everything from the spiritual to the naughty. So basically, anytime that you tune in throughout the week, we start the week off with something powerful and uplifting on Mondays. And by the time you get to Sunday, you done got a mix of pretty much everything that you can think of. So that is something definitely that I started out kind of skeptical about, because, when you hear yourself talk only so much, you're like, well, I'm tired of hearing myself talk. But the more I got into doing the shows, I definitely enjoyed it, because it was definitely something different and something that I wasn't comfortable with at first, but I've learned along the years that a lot of the things that you are good at is going to be uncomfortable. And that's one of those things.
Wow. Now that's that's a tweetable right there. Oh, you just hit something. I gotta say this because I actually have been, I'm a counselor as well, and most of the time when people come for counseling, I mean across the board, business counseling that I do, media coaching I do, even on the spiritual side. That's what all of us, and I'm not excluding myself, we actually say, I don't feel good, I don't want to do this. And that's the people that actually need to they hurry up and get ready. But, it's a process. And so I'm so glad you said that because it will feel uncomfortable. And when you get up there, I'm serious. When the lights go on and you got all these lights from the TV, and then when I get up and minister and you said getting on the radio, on the radio people say, well, you can hide behind it. But let me tell you, I got to be honest with you. Radio is actually harder than TV, and the reason I'm gonna say that just quickly is because me and Makala today have to coordinate without even seeing each other. So pretty much we are being led by each other's spirit of how we actually are talking. And that is a whole nother level. I mean, I love TV so I can be out, with the lights and the different outfits and all that. But radio is there. Isn't it, Makala? You got to go by each other's spirit.
Definitely.
And you got to flow.
You have to go off each other's vibe, and the personalities got to match up. If the personalities don't match up, you pretty much just have what we consider dead air. If you're not corresponding with each other, it's just not going to mesh well at all.
Wow. You done said something now. That's a put that on social media. That's a good one there. But I want to continue your conversation because she snuck it in there, y'all. I don't know if y'all caught it, but she said she's going to step out on faith with her T-shirt line. So tell us about that because I love that. The new word they got out there now, serial entrepreneur. I mean, we're going to accept that. But tell us a little bit about that.
Well, right now I'm in conversation with the ENP label. I have a prototype that I'm running past them. Well, I ran past one of them over the weekend, and I was told that it would be definitely something new, something different, something that, that would possibly sell under my brand as, people know me to be a certain type of way. And so these particular T-shirts is going to reflect a lot of personality. I'll put it like that. But it's by any means, it's not going to be the first or the last. I have so many ideas in my head floating around because one thing I tell people, when you have a creative mind, it's no way in the world that you could just sit and twiddle your thumbs and not come up with concepts and ideas. And even though people think, that you sit and idle, it takes like the smallest thing to kind of flourish an idea. So it really just started from me late night. I was bored. And I came across this website that was like, create you a T-shirt and things like that. And I messed around with some stuff and I thought it was a silly idea, but I saved the picture and then I ran it past, my editor, and she looked at it and she was like, you know what? Yeah, run it past, send us the design and things like that, and we gonna help you do what it is that you do best. And that's one thing about having a team behind you. They either gonna tell you no, that's a terrible idea, or they gonna say change something, or whatever you need to do, they gonna make sure whatever you put out is gonna be to your potential. They not gonna just be yes people. That's one thing about the world. They have a lot of yes people and not enough people that's willing to give you that constructive criticism to make you be, walk in your greatness.
Mm-hmm. You done said it there. Amen, amen. Hallelujah. Keep it 100. I mean, a whole bunch of things I need to say after that. But the thing about it is, because I hear a lot of, especially musical artists, you know, that's that written their own lyrics and stuff. And honestly, people have taken their creativity for negative, meaning I'm just going to say it, stole their material. And it's a lot of the songs we hear now, somebody else have written them and they became famous. The thing about it is I have to bring my type A head in from the medical field, and, you know, everything in the medical field, you sign for it, right? Prescription, you know, discharge instructions. And so I tell people, I think I'm a document person. So please, whatever you do with your creativity, make sure, you know, you may not want to go all the way to a contract, but at least have a memorandum of understanding, you know, that you can sign. And even when you have people critiquing your book before it's published, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go all the way to copyright, I do that on some things that I, you know, kind of got out there. And you got to do it because I'm fortunate, and I have to say it, some people are not on the up and up. And so
exactly.
you have to have, what you call it, you got to have that wisdom, Makala, right? You got to have that wisdom with that excitability because you're so excited.
Exactly, and you have to have a good judge of character as well of who you can trust with helping you achieve your goal and who you cannot, because they have a lot of people out here that's dressed in sheets and wolf clothing, but it's like you have to really realize that the people that have the best of intentions are the ones that you would consider looking kind of sketchy. But the ones that look innocent and be like, oh, I just want to help you, those are the ones that you really have to look out for.
Wow. That's it. Say that again, because that's a lesson, too, that Mama gave us. Say that one more time. The people that look kind of sketchy.
Yeah, the ones that look sketchy, those are the ones that 9 times out of 10 you could trust. But the ones that look innocent and, you know, you would not expect to be backstabbers or anything like that, those are the ones you have to look out for. Because those be the very ones that will sit up there and be like, oh, no, that just sounds terrible. And they would take that very thing that they say that sounds terrible and put it in a book, put it in a song, you know, whatever it is that they choose to do with it, they're going to run and do it with it because they already told you that it's not good, just so they could take it and do something with it. You know, you have to be a good judge of character. If not, you will always have people, as I call them, plagiarizing thieves. They will always take your hard work and try to make money out of it. And you know, I would suggest anybody that's an author or a musician or whatever it is that your niche is, I suggest you do something with it first. And even if somebody do decide to steal your work or plagiarize or whatever the case may be, you just the fact from you doing it first, you have a time stamp on your work. With it afterwards, they still have to pay you. So make sure you have all your ducks lined up in a row, because you know we living in a world of, you know, if you did it first, you know, it's yours. But if you don't really cover yourself, then you just out of luck. You done lost out on something.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. When people, and, you know, you don't, sometimes it takes a while to know people's motives. So, you know, but the key is, with the wonderful things you have shared, Makala, is we can't stop, because people are there to distract us. I mean, who would have thought, like with Nike, just do it? I'm like, you can't even use that nowhere, just do it. I mean, just think about it. I mean, you can, but they gonna come and see what's going on and get royalty from it, you know. And
exactly.
That's why if people just are learning things, when I said don't stop, get it, I said in leisurely because, it was a song that way. But actually we found out that they didn't even copyright it, so I actually can go on with it. But, just the thing about it, you have to do your research and go from there. Oh, Lord, I just have learned so much and great sharing with you. But do us a favor because time goes so quickly here. Please share anything that we may have missed or anything you want to expound on. But please, after that, show us how we can actually get your amazing publications, how we can actually listen in or even be a guest on your amazing talk show and radio show. And then lastly, how we can keep in touch with you because we want to be ready with our credit card or PayPal or whatever the case may be to buy, and I said buy, your awesome T-shirt line when it comes out.
Well, you can, let me first start off with this. I'm going to give my shout-out first. I want to get a shout-out to my ENT label, Fast Life on the Move family. Also, I want to give a shout-out to my own family because without them, I really would not have had the motivation to even publish anything. And to keep in contact with me, I hope y'all have y'all pens and paper ready because it's a lot. You can find me on Facebook under Makala Taylor, MAKALA TAYLOR. You can find me on YouTube. I have a passage from my book on there as well. I have a SoundCloud, a Reverb Nation on the Elliott Knight Professional page. You can find me on Amazon, of course, in Creative Space. You can also find me on Fast Life on the Move, Monday through Sunday. I'm bound to be on one of those shows. And if you ever want to be, if you have a business or anything like that you want promoted, definitely you want to get in contact with my manager, which is Tavana Elliott Clark. She definitely do interviews on Thursdays for that. And anything else that y'all pretty much want to get in contact with me about as far as my T-shirt lines, that's also on Facebook as well on my like page. Everything will be linked in on my like page and on ElliottKnightProfessionals.com.
Wow. we sure we're gonna, ladies and gentlemen, if you missed it, we will have the information on our Facebook pages and also, of course, our website because you need to stay connected. I love creativity. Oh, it just actually makes it ignites. So the thing about it, try your best to be around someone that's motivated, inspirational. My team is messing with me because pray for me. My father is calling, and I'm on the radio, and he said, "Why you ain't answering the phone?" So it got me, it got me off track. So I do apologize for that. Lord, hey, we keep it real on this radio show. I'm not gonna say I'm all that because when your family call or something, you kind of say, "Wait a minute, let's hold up," and you'll lose your voice, your breath, and everything. But we thank you so much. We thank you so much, Makala. We thank you, first of all, for being in your purpose. We thank you so much for being here with us on Good Deeds. And if you need us for anything, please don't hesitate to give us a call. Again, make sure, ladies and gentlemen, we have the information on our Facebook and all our social media sites and also on our website. But thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity, and, definitely I would love to come back whenever you have me.
Oh, she's so sweet. And same here. Anything I can do, you guys let me know. Ooh, Lord Jesus, that was just powerful. I couldn't hide that. I had to go on and be honest and let y'all know what was going on with my dad. But if you need us for anything, please, contact us at www.Renee, RENEE, Sunday, SUNDAY. We do radio and TV. We actually expanding, coming up this summer and fall with those. And then also, if you want your own radio show, we actually do media coaching, and we actually will be launching out with our new Good Deeds Media Network coming up. So we're going to have several different shows throughout the 7 days a week, 365. So if you want, we can coach you through it, and actually we can offer you a platform as well. We do have a speaking platform, and we have a nonprofit organization and a publishing company. Now, the thing is, and we're not a fit. I'm not like that. What I do is help you find someone, because you got to get your story out. You got to get your message out. Always remember, you do have a calling. You do have a reason when you were born. You have a reason you are here right now. You have to do the three things. You got to believe, you got to trust, and you got to walk it out. You got to don't stop. What? You got to get it. You know, this is Good Deeds, and I'm Dr. Renee Sunday. See you next time. Bye-bye.
At Arby's, we sat down with real customers to see what they think about our new pizza sliders. Okay, ma'am, how's that new pizza slider treating you?
Oh, it's amazing! It's everything I love about pizza on a sandwich. Thank you, Arby's.
You're welcome, beautiful lady. The new pizza slider with pepperoni, marinara, and melty provolone. Available now for just $1. Arby's, we have the pizza.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
At Arby's, we sat down with real customers to see what they think about our new pizza sliders. Okay, ma'am, how's that new pizza slider treating you?
Oh, it's amazing! It's everything I love about pizza on a sandwich. Thank you, Arby's.
You're welcome, beautiful lady. The new pizza slider with pepperoni, marinara, and melty provolone. Available now for just $1. Arby's, we have the pizza.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.